The coal seam gas industry is something that I've been involved with for quite a number of years now, and my role is, or was originally, to make people aware of the risks involved in this industry in our own country. I don't think anybody here, or there might be one or two that are personally involved out in the Tara Chinchilla area, that understand just how bad this is going to be. And I've seen firsthand what's happening to the people where this industry has been in progress for a little while. There is sufficient evidence now out there from the scientists and researchers to actually tell us that this will be the worst thing that's happened to our country in my lifetime. We only have to look at areas like Gladstone. Most of you will be aware of what's happening in Gladstone. It's like a war zone. I was there recently, and I spoke to a researcher, Dr. Mapleton, who's doing his own research. This is not done by the government or bureaucrats, which we know are corrupt anyway. This research is frightening. It was done over a period of many days. Not one creature that came out of that harbour was healthy. Every fish, every crustacean, every turtle, every dugong, every dolphin, every shark was infected with disease. Some of them with 3 separate diseases. I'm not a scientist, I can't tell you exactly what the names of these diseases are, but I do have a report. Anybody is welcome to have a look at that. But it's a worrying sign. And the thing that bothers me the most, I guess, is that the monitoring process over these multinational companies is non-existent. They've lied, cheated, and deceived the Australian people right from day one. And they continue to do that today. We've got a major problem. Personally, I don't think we can prevent this industry now in Queensland. It's a very sad thing to say, but I think it's got too advanced. Some of the other states have a real possibility of preventing it from happening. But when it's all said and done, I can stand up here and say what I like, but it's up to the people. The people make the decisions. And unfortunately, it's really, really nice to see this room full. But you're probably the converted already. It's the ones that are at home watching television and doing their gardening and whatever else they might be doing. They're the ones I need to talk to. Because most of you people here already realise what we're faced with in this country. I think that the people that fought and died for this country will be absolutely horrified to see what's about to happen. They're going to rape and pillage everything that we've worked for all our lives. And once they've sucked our country dry, they're going to go and start somewhere else and leave us with a mess. We're going to be faced with the contamination of our land, the contamination of our water supply, our rivers. We're going to be faced with dead oceans. Many of you may have seen some of the footage of what they call a dead ocean. It's horrible. There's nothing living. Nothing can live. That's what Gladstone Harbour is going to be like. And we're going to have 5 more Gladstone Harbours up the East Coast. This government and these companies that are motivated by greed and corruption are going to destroy everything you've ever worked for. Your grandchildren are not going to have a future. That's what all the research points to now. It's not very good to stand up here and be the the bearer of bad news. And I don't see, unless we can get the people motivated, that we're going to have a huge impact. So when it's all said and done, you are the ones that decide your children's future, not me, not our other speakers. It's up to the people. So you've got to get off your bum and make the politicians listen to you. Because if you don't, this country's going to be destroyed. It's not very nice to see what's happening now. One of our speakers, Scott, who you'll listen to very shortly, actually lives in the area where this coal seam gas is taking place right now. It's in his backyard virtually. He will tell you what's happening. Some of the reports from overseas that come in on a daily basis, people are already suffering health problems. Their animals are dying. Their crops are dying. Their land's contaminated. They can't drink the water. In fact, you can set fire to the water. Why is it that our government don't take any notice of this research? I can tell you why it is. Because of the money. They don't care about you. You don't mean anything. I was recently in an area down Bow Desert. Some of the people down there got motivated, and there's quite an action group where they were drilling a well. But there wasn't enough people. So I would say in a very short time they'll be back. In this area of the Sunshine Coast, you've got a chance. There's been reports of wells being drilled. I can't tell you where they are, but that's the word that I've got. But you people have got to get out there and have your say. You've got to annoy the hell out of the politicians. You've got to be a major pest. Drive them crazy. Get up their nose. Because if you don't, then this area is going to finish up like Tara, Chinchilla, COVID and Gladstone. It's going to be destroyed. Your lifestyle is going to be destroyed. Your livelihood is going to be destroyed. And worst of all, your grandchildren will have no future. It's a very sobering thought, but it's your decision.